Hello, my beautiful Libra. Welcome to this August little mid month reading, I guess, or first third of the month. And I'm just sensing that Spirit is wanting to give you a gift. And I think it's been confusing. It's like it's some kind of challenge going on. And you're thinking, well, there's not a gift here. And Spirit would say, I dare to differ. Because many times the sweetest gifts come disguised as challenges. So we're going to utilize tapping at the end of the reading. So please do hang out to the end. And I'll lead you in a short tapping routine so that we can make good use of whatever this gift, or if you want to call it a challenge, you may, so that we can get through it and be able to capitalize, leverage this challenge as the true gift that it is. Okay, so I've already been shuffling and seeking Source to guide us into tonight's reading. So let's see, what is it, our sweet Libra? Libra, I would say that I'm feeling like, I've been feeling that you've been challenged and that there's like a mantra inside of you is this isn't fair, this isn't fair. Something's going on, and that's something about not being fair. So I'm going to dig right in. Before I start, I'm going to mention four of my favorite Libras. I hope that you will enjoy the reading. Kirk, Kelly, Tammy, and Trisha. I love you guys. You know that I do. And so just imagine that you're here with me and we're sitting at my table together and we're having our reading. And then also those of you who are new here, or you're just lurking because you're dating a Libra, or maybe you have a family member that's a Libra, you're always welcome here. This card is what's at the bottom of the deck. It's what you're not seeing, what you're not aware of. So let's take a peek there. Okay, so what you're not aware of, Ten of Pentacles. You know, a lot of times, what is that saying? You don't know how good it was until it's gone. And so what you're not aware of right now is that right now, today, there is the opportunity to be 100% grateful for the simple things of life, for having a device that lets you watch this reading, for the food you eat, the water you drink, the bed you sleep in, for the people that are in your life, even though they're not perfect, they're there for a reason. When you're in relationship, there's so many opportunities to have hurt feelings and to be the person who hurts the person's feelings. And so what's happening this month is just like you and probably the people you love are just being called into a place of wanting to, I'm sensing the word repair, that there's something that's happened that you're wanting to repair something. It could also be between you and you. Have you been too hard on yourself, Libra? Have you been making some errors that you wish you didn't make, and so you're just feeling disenchanted? Notice that these two figures, even though the Ten of Pentacles is such a positive card, it's there's nothing but good. Inheritance, family, property, but look how serious they look. Remember, even when things flip around and your life is completely improved, you will still have as many opportunities to let life get to you, to be overly stressed and tired as you do right now. So the big key that you're not seeing is that you can plant seeds right now of the security that you are going to be reaching for through the month of August. Sometimes I can keep seeing all these eyeballs. They look like eyeballs to me. So I just feel like you're being called to open your eyes to be able to see what's truly going on, and that you will be gifted with the words and the timing to communicate something really important, Libra. Okay? Let's see what we have here. The Magician. See, this is so interesting, you guys. I can't believe that card came up again. That's amazing. Okay, and the Tower. So I tried to do a Libra reading before this one, and it just didn't work, and so I mixed the cards all up and started over again, and the Magician's in the same place. So I think that that is not an accident. And the Creator, how could that be? Wow. Okay, so I know this is really special, important message for you, Libra, because these two cards came out in both times. And I love when that happens as a reader, because there was such a good story in that last reading, and I wish it would have worked out, and it didn't. So that's a really good, let's say that this little lesson, part of it is dealing with perfectionism. So if you have had problems with perfectionism, leave a comment below and say, I'm finished with perfectionism. Okay? Write it down. I'm finished with perfectionism, because there's no human on the planet who has never made a mistake. I was talking to a person recently, and they were worried. They just like to be perfect when stuff doesn't work out. Like, for example, if she's forgetful, she's so hard on herself. Like somehow she should have a perfect memory, but that's because over and over and over and over again, she keeps telling herself, I'm so forgetful. I'm so forgetful, instead of saying, I'm just as forgetful as any other human. Can you hear the difference there? So anyway, if you are perfectionistic, lean in and listen, and we are going to tap away that perfectionism in just a few minutes. The Magician. Libra, if there's one thing I know about you, you can get yourself out of a pickle. You have gotten yourself into some situations that were not plan A. You did not intend to end up where you are. I think that's true of every single Libra that I know personally. First of all, they don't like to see people treated unfairly, and they really do try to be the best humans they can be. But somehow they just find themselves in these ticklish situations where they have to make quick decisions. A lot of times you experience amazing synchronicities, and things tend to work out. Things tend to work out. This is stormy water behind our figure, and so it's always like the energy is always in turmoil, but no matter what happens, you do have the power and the action and the skill to bounce back from uncomfortable circumstances and to move forward. This is an amazing core value, a core skill of yours, great intuition, being quick on your feet. What's happening this month for you, my dear Libra, is it's time to polish that gem up and begin to really own it and claim it. Look in the mirror, look at yourself and say, look, self, say your name. I'll use mine. Catherine, you are quick on your feet and you know how to get out of trouble. Catherine, you are smart and capable and you can handle every challenge. If I look in the mirror and say that to myself, I'm saying things that maybe I didn't hear as a little kid. Maybe I didn't hear it from boss or family, but I can affirm it to myself, and that's such a huge piece of magic. Now, what's going on right now? This Tower. We need to get out of our heads. Okay, Libra, how many times have people told you you're not grounded or you're too much in your head, right? Well, that's part of being an air sign. It's part of your personality. And notice when the Tower comes, it strikes the head. So something's happening right now. And notice too, I'm seeing all of this smoke. It's the same shape as these ocean waves. So there's something going on for you that it feels like your hair is on fire. There's something that's stressful, and you'd rather not be there. You'd rather not, because it's not comfortable. However, if we look here at this eye, the eye of the divine is on you. And this challenge that you're in right now, there is a gift here. You don't have to receive it. You can fall into bitterness and fear and doubt and questioning your own gut feelings and your own skills. But that would be the last thing that the divine would want for you. The source knows that we need support, and it's at these very times when the pressure's on, when it feels like everything's falling apart. The truth is that the divine is in this with you 100%. We have the Creator in this next position, and the Creator is an extra card in this deck, and it's a bonus card. And what I notice is this peace. This is complete peace. This cat is totally at ease. Her arms are creating that cradle for the cat to rest in. This is not a doing card. This is a being card. If you've ever considered meditation, my dear Libra, this is the time. If you're in your head a lot, You're exactly the right person to experience what it's like to have your eyes closed and be awake and just sense what your body feels. It's super easy. 5 minutes a day will make a difference. Sit in your chair, close your eyes, set your timer, and then just sit and just experience what it's like to be blinded by your eyes being closed. What are you aware of? What sounds are you aware of? When you learn calm on command, when you learn to calm your spirit when you're having storms, you are going to make a huge difference. This creator energy could care less about that tower. She's all about renovating. She's all about flipping houses, right? She's going to go flip this house because when this clears out a bunch of stuff that's not necessary, it's perfect for recreation, recreation. Okay? So, my dear Libra, what we're not seeing is that I feel, now I'm looking at the whole thing. Let me just look at it for a second, sip my water. The only card that is carrying that challenge energy is this tower. It could be that there's something in your family right now, in your family of origin, or in your own close family that is they're going through something very, very difficult. And seeing your family struggle has been causing you a lot of you're just ill at ease. And Source would have you make sure that you check in and figure out what's your part in it. What is the support that you can offer? And to trust that tower experiences, it's no fun to see a family member going through, but the promise of light at the end of the tunnel, the rainbow that comes after the storm, notice we have a rainbow imagery here. There's just a sense of this beautiful belief in your ability to rise to the occasion. And the gift that Spirit is offering you is complete support. Can you relieve your burden to Spirit? One of my favorite things to do is what I call the scribble technique, where you grab a piece of paper, and we're going to tap in just a second. You grab a piece of paper and a marker, and then as you think about your person, let's say you're feeling afraid or scared, you allow yourself to consider that and then start to scribble. And find the thoughts. You can even say them out loud. I'm so afraid for my person. So unfair what they have to be going through. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. And as you do that and scribble, you may cry, you may yawn, energy will be released. You are not designed to be source for another human, and you are not assigned to carry the weight of their burden, okay? So Libra, the gift, will you accept it? Will you accept the help that Source is bringing to you? So now we're going to tap. If you're new to tapping, I will be posting the tapping map over on the community part of this channel. And if you're not familiar, let me give you some options. One, you can just tap on your inner wrists as you repeat the statements. Another method is to cross your arms across your chest and just tap either shoulder back, just alternate taps on the shoulder as you repeat these statements. If the statements don't feel quite true for you, don't worry about that. It's just you're joining a group of people that are being impacted by this energy, and we appreciate all of your efforts, okay? So let's go to the side of the hand. It's called the karate chop point. And I feel drawn to start the way Brad Yates starts. He's such a good tapping teacher. I worked with him many years ago. And he always starts off by saying, taking responsibility for my own well-being. Because you can't take responsibility for other people's well-being, you guys. Trust me. Repeat after me. Even though there's a lot going on right now, and I can't control it, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Keep going. Even though it's true, I've gotten through a lot of tight squeezes, The truth is that at the moment, this seems too big for me. And even though a part of me is kicking and screaming, there's another part of me that knows that it will all work out. And even though this creates a big conflict inside of me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Okay, I'm going to go ahead with the regular tapping, but you can tap either shoulder or your inner wrist together. Okay, on the eyebrow point. I don't like where I am right now. Side of the eye. I don't deserve this. Underneath the eye. I don't want to see it. Underneath the nose. I prefer to put my head in the sand. And chin. But the truth is, I'm having a hard time sleeping. Collarbone. Sometimes my mind won't be quiet. Rib point. I have gotten myself out of a lot of tight squeezes in the past. Underneath the arm. I'm like a cat. I have 9 lives. On the top of the head. But this particular moment, eyebrow, is one of the toughest. Side of the eye. I wonder what the gift is. Underneath the eye. Could it be that everything is going to work out okay? Under nose. Could it be that Source just wants me to let go of this whole situation? On the chin. I wish I could. Collarbone. Sometimes the challenges feel sticky. Rib point. Sometimes I lose my cool. Underneath the arm. And when I lose it, top of the head, I can hurt people that I love. Eyebrow. I want to do better. Side of the eye. I want to trust more. Underneath the eye. And I want to be the best version of me. Underneath the nose. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Chin. Look at me. I'm tapping. Collarbone. It seems kind of strange. Rib point. But if I can learn to stay calm. Underneath the arm. Calm on command. Top of the head. I know I'll make better choices. Okay, great. Now I want you to tap at the center of your chest. Take a breath. And one more deep breath. Okay, keep tapping and repeat after me. I release to the cellular level any old vows and or promises that I made when I was younger in order to feel safe. Any vows and promises that no longer serve me and may even be holding me back. I willingly release them right now. And I release to the core of my being any false beliefs or worn out patterns of thinking that make me feel I have to put out everybody else's fire. I release in my own past and intergenerational past any beliefs that don't fit with today's culture and don't keep me safe at all. Good. Through Source, I have all the safety and security I need. Wonderful. laying your hand right on top of your chest, right where you were tapping, and taking a couple of breaths as if your palm itself was breathing into your heart. And another breath. Excellent. And just repeat after me. I'm so happy and grateful now that I know I will get through this. I am delighted and thankful now that I can receive now that I can receive the gift the Spirit has to give me. My heart is joyful and I feel so relieved knowing I have the Spirit behind me 100%. Good. Shake out your hands and wrists. Very good. So Libra, this is the game plan. I would listen to this reading again, and you can tap. I love that, crossing your shoulders and tapping back and forth. You can do that as you listen to the reading. And don't be surprised if some emotion might come up. Get a nice glass of water and keep yourself hydrated. Do give that meditation a try, and let me know in the comments below if you can sense the resonance here for you, that some challenges are gifts. So you can add to the comments below, I accept this gift with excitement and confidence. There you go. Have a wonderful rest of your August.